Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to share today how Cedar Hill came to be for me. In 2010, a profound sadness had settled over my life. I don't think I'm the only woman to ever experience this. Home, work, everything but my son and my grandkids was, let's say, lacking. My boss said to me one day, "You're such a people person." She meant it as a compliment, but it was a reality check for me. I wasn't that. I was a people pleaser. Something changed that day, and I started looking. I started looking for something that would settle my soul. I looked for 10 years for this land where I could be sovereign, self-sufficient. I made many trips to the Ozarks, to the Appalachians, and then one day I answered yet another ad. I drove to the Ozarks, I pulled in the driveway, and there was a doe looking straight at me, like, "Where have you been?" I knew right then I was home. I hope you can know it's never too late to change the things that you're not happy with in your life. I want you to meet Jasmine. She was my loyal companion. Jazz and I are up on Cedar Hill again today, and I have to say she just loves it. I can't blame her. It's beautiful and fun. In 2021, I met my best friend, Freddie. And my standards for camping after meeting him, as you can see, went way up, almost over the top. He was making all my dreams come true for Cedar Hill. He built my first tent porch. We put up this fancy little bungalow. I got to enjoy lots of new moons and full moons, campfires, ceremonies. It was surreal, to be honest. I was having a blast, to say the least. Jazz was getting older and weaker, but always ready to go to Cedar Hill. The day had finally come. November 2024, they arrived to start putting up what would be our cabin. It started out as just a metal building, a shed, but we've turned it into so much more. We knew it was going to be challenging, but we were up for the challenge. I was. As a matter of fact, I could not wait to get out of that tent. It was so cold, and the day they put the building up, I was so sick. But I was not going to miss this for any amount of money. And just like that, it was up. And I couldn't wait to spend the first night in there. This was a few months later after we had done our first project, which was the porch. Would you just listen to that whippoorwill? There's just something about the sound of rain hitting a metal roof. I could sit here all day long and look out that door. And I pretty much did. December of 2024, I had to say goodbye to Jasmine. She's still right here on Cedar Hill with me, though. Progress. I retired in 2022, and Cedar Hill kind of became an obsession with me. The kids were grown, the grandkids were grown. I found myself wanting to possibly create a legacy, something I could leave behind. I guess that's typical at 62 years old. I'm 65 now. So yeah, it's been a little minute. Just like the purpose of this channel, it's to create something that I can share with the world. Something that'll possibly help someone else along their way. There are always plenty of projects to do. I think this one was my dining room table. It was custom. It had to be because it's going into a small space. But anyway, I'm here almost full time these days. Still have a lot of projects to do, to work on. I'll be working on the kitchen next, and that's something I'm really excited for. I'm having to haul water in, and we're still living from a generator and solar, but I may have city water installed before long. I haven't really made my mind up, but like I said earlier, the plan was never to be off-grid. I just couldn't wait to get up here, and I wasn't going to spend $17,000 for utilities. We'll see what happens. It's definitely a work in progress. It's not perfect, but I love it, and that's all that matters to me. So when we started, it all looked like that, just insulation boards, the wall. We got the OSB attached to the walls over the whole kitchen. We got the paper down on the floor that goes under the linoleum or vinyl flooring. And then we got the peak done. We need to do the sides. We got this side done. We got our outlets in for our solar plugs. We've got to do this one. Freddie's working on that right now. This whole wall is going to be a 12-foot like galley kitchen. As soon as we get everything back in place, that's going to be our next project. So anyway, that's it for today. Here are just a few of my favorite things over the last couple of years up here on the hill. I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for joining me today as I tell the beginning of the story of Cedar Hill. I hope you'll return. Bye.